just raise you 100.
I pass. I'll call you.
3 6s.
3 8s.
And you figured for 2 pair. You're mighty lucky tonight, Carter.
Yeah. Listen, Mr. Daly, I gotta get home. My wife will get worried.
Not when you're winning, mister.
Look, I didn't want to play in the first place. You knew I had that 500 on me from that cattle sale. You insisted I sit in, so I did. Now it's late. Besides, I got these flowers from my wife, and they're almost wilted. I gotta get home.
Feet first, maybe? No, it's late, Mac. Besides, we would want to ruin his wife's flowers. Good night, Mr. Carter.
Good night, Mr. Daly. Gentlemen.
Valley Days. Presented by U.S. Borax. Makers of 20 Mule Team products. Borateam, the activated 20 Mule Team Borax for lasting protection against clothing odor. And Boraxo, the powdered soap that leaves hands soft, smooth, and really clean. Bring you Death Valley Days.
Howdy, folks. I'm the Old Ranger. The year was 1863. The place, Aurora, Nevada. A small community divided by the political differences of the Civil War, still raging in the East. Now, this lack of civic unity allowed a group of outlaws headed by the Daly Gang to run unchecked, spreading terror. Now, history records 27 murders committed in Aurora in a 3-month period. This violence continued brazenly until one man vowed to get a coffin for a coward.
Death by unknown party. That's what you wrote, didn't you, Sheriff? Murdered, you mean?
Miss Carter, I'm very sorry.
Sorry? Just as sorry as you were for the other 25 people we buried here in the last 3 months. Clint, this is such a tragic homecoming for you. You didn't know him. He was a good man. A decent man. Wasn't he, Billy?
Yes, he was.
Poor Ann. That's a terrible thing to happen to her.
It sure is.
I hate to see her like that, all torn up inside.
still got a kind of a soft spot for her, haven't you, son?
Well, we go back a long time. You know that, Billy. Ever since we were kids. She was always such a delicate little girl. What kind of a man did she marry?
Decent sort. After you left for the Army, after her folks died, Henry Carter started seeing her. He loved her. She was alone. She married him. He was real good to her.
She said something about 25 murders in 3 months. Is that true?
I'm afraid it is.
What's going on around here?
There's been nothing but trouble ever since Daly and his men rode into town about 4 months ago. Killings, knifings, people found robbed and beaten. The sheriff's afraid to buck them alone.
Why don't the people do something about it?
The war's changed things in Aurora, Clint. It's a divided town. Half of them are Union sympathizers, the other half Confederate. Most of them don't even speak to each other. It's like Mr. Lincoln said, divided we fall. Daly's boys are having themselves a free hand around the place.
Well, Billy, you don't just let men come in like that and take over. You chase them out.
And you stay out of it, Clint. You got busted up pretty good at Bull Run, or the Army wouldn't have sent you home.
And it's good to be home, too, Billy.
All right. Now you go on back and get yourself a good night's rest. You must be all worn out after that long trip. Stage is an hour late, which just about puts him on his own regular schedule. This will be along in a minute now.
Oh, Billy, the place looks the same. Even the old fence is falling apart still.
Yeah, I keep meaning to fix that darn thing.
You've been saying that for 10 years. Say, that sure is a beautiful hunk of horse flesh you got there. He's Arabian, isn't he?
Yeah. Took 4 months' pay to buy him, but he was worth it. Look at that nose. Like a Roman soldier.
Yeah, what's his name?
Caesar.
Name fits.
Fastest horse in these parts.
Hey, Billy, you remember that little old Pinto I had that first night you took me in?
That mangy-looking thing. Well, he looked more broken down than this fence. Better fix this thing.
Yeah, I was 17. You know, it's funny how things happen. Oh, how I remember that night. My ma dying so quick, just 3 days sick. And my whole world was gone. The whole thing. So you took me in. I owe you so much, Billy.
Yeah, about 4 ton of beef and a dozen carloads of potatoes in the last 14 years. Boy, how you like to eat. You ain't changed none either. Yeah. There she comes. Yeah, I better get some grub on. Those Reno folks will be hungry by now. Wait till I give you a hand. Howdy.
All right.
Step right in, folks. Got some hot food inside.
I'll give you a hand here. Just go right in.
Like old times, you dishing out the grub with me.
Hey, you got any chewing tobacco? No, just passengers.
McDowell, now get a load of this fancy box.
Yeah, it's sure pretty trimmings on it. Come on, get your hands off that.
Oh, now come on.
Hey,
You're still putting too much salt in this stuff.
Those two men. They took that shaft.
Where'd they get
Oh, it's here in the shoulder.
Let me see.
It's in the shoulder, I think.
Just a minute.
Oh. Hey, wait!
There, Billy. The other one got away. This one started shooting at me. I had to kill him.
Buckley.
I better take him into the sheriff.
No. But, Billy, we'll do it later. I got passengers to take care of now.
Buckley.
Barry! I killed the man, Billy. I have to report it. Don't you understand? I told you, he's one of Daly's men. I still have to report it. They'll come looking for you. You don't stand a chance. I want you to get away from here. Go to Burnville for a while.
I'm not running away, Billy.
What's the matter with you? This isn't like you asking me to run away. You always said, they'll kill you, Clint. Blow your brains right out your ears. Like those 26 others. Like Henry Carter. I'm taking that man's body into town, Billy. To the sheriff.
Who did it? I couldn't see his face, but I know he's from the way station. He had a big white horse, an Arabian.
All right, mount up. But you've got to make him listen to reason, Ann. Talk to him. Make him get out of town for a while.
Well, where is he now?
He was headed for the sheriff's office.
I'll go right away.
I'll go back to the way station and pack his things. I had to shoot him, Sheriff. There were two of them. The other one got away. Yeah. You fellas want something?
You own that white Arabian out there?
Yes, I do.
It's a pretty horse. Good lines. Real thoroughbred. Go kill him.
Stay away from that horse.
this time of the night?
Looking for you. I want to talk to you, Clint. Let me ride to the way station with you.
Why, sure. Hop in. Look, Ann. Whoa. You don't understand. I spent 3 years watching men die in a war that nobody wanted. And all the time I was dreaming about going home. Well, I'm home now, Ann. And not anyone, not Daly or anyone else is going to chase me out.
But you don't know what's been going on here, Clint. Daly is a killer. And as soon as he finds out that it was you who shot one of his men, he'll kill you.
Caesar. What are you going to do about it, Sheriff?
We'll talk about it in the morning. This is not the place to...
This is just the place. Right here over Billy's grave. I swear to put the man that murdered Billy in a pine box and shove him in a hole under some rock right where he belongs. And I mean Daly and every one of his men.
There's no proof.
You know it was Daly. You all know it was him. He murdered Billy or had him murdered just like he did Henry Carter and the other 25 you've buried up here the past few months. Now, there are enough of us here now to go in town and kill them off. And kill them off like you would a pack of rats. Clemens, you are a friend of Billy's. You've got a family here. One of your daughters could be next. Are you with me? Let's get rid of them once and for all. Templeton. Griever, Jones.
Look, Clint, we were all friends of Billy's. But that is about all we have in common.
This is no time for political differences. Haven't you had your belly full of Daly and his men yet? How many more are you going to bury here in the next 3 months? You've got to stick together now.
Stick together? There's a war on, and these men are...
You've got a war on right here, right on your own back doorstep. What's the matter with you people? This is no time for politics. Graber, you were always a common sense man.
Well, sir, you'll need guns. Fast guns against Daly and his horde. Me, why, my friends, we're farmers.
Get the guns. We'll go into town tonight.
We will not put guns in the hands of that pack of Confederate sympathizers.
Fools. You're all stupid fools. In those blood-soaked hills in Virginia, I saw boy against man, brother against brother. And why? For what? For fools like you? If you won't help me, I'll do it myself.
Clint.
I want a pine box.
How big?
How tall as a coward.
state, Daly.
If this is some kind of a joke, mister, I don't think it's funny.
Funerals never are.
Now get in it.
He means it.
I said, get in it.
Get up, Daly.
Now get in the box. And think about the lid closing down over you. And being nail tight. And the sound of the mud hitting on top of the box. And you inside, dead.
I don't even know who you are or what this is all about.
My name don't mean nothing. But Billy Johnson's dead. And so did Henry Carter's. And all the rest you put in boxes just like this one. I wanted you to see yours before I put you in it.
You're dead. Whoever you are, you're dead just as you stand there right now. Well, you get me, maybe. Or maybe even Sears, McDowell. But one of us will get you. You're dead.
Maybe. That may be. But I'm going to take at least 2 of you with me. And you'll be first, Daly.
Hold it.
Either one of you makes another move for a gun, I'll blow your heads off. Mr. Griever.
Yes. Who else is joining us?
What is all this?
We ain't named it yet, Daly, but it looks like a kind of club. To join it, you gotta have self-respect.
What am I charged with?
Murder, thieving, beatings, dogs calling themselves men. You name it.
What witnesses you got?
Tombstones, sir. 27 of them. Up on that hill at the edge of town.
All right, let's go.
Just a minute. I told you to get in that box. You'll burn in hell, Daly.
As we hang each one of these men, we'll fire the cannon, so everyone in earshot of Aurora will hear it and be reminded of this. If we'd done something about it sooner, Billy would still be alive. We'll never forgive ourselves for what we allowed to happen here.
Forgive yourself, Sheriff. Just don't forget.